Welcome, everybody, to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. We're going to chat about Raw, April 13th, 2026. Go! Not a lot going on this Raw. Couple good matches, couple good things, couple good stuff, but it's a Raw leading up to WrestleMania, which is always the least eventful Monday Night Raw. But hey, I'm still going to cover it. Maybe it'll be a short one. We'll see. We start right away with Roman Reigns and like a clip stating he's calling out CM Punk at the end of the show, and CM Punk's going to tell the truth, or he's going to tell the truth. Whatever that means, I guess we'll find out. Now we got the Obafemi and Brock Lesnar contract signing. For some reason, they're not doing it in the ring together, so they're going to do it like separately. So we're basically watching a whole segment that could have been done with a carrier service. I have no idea what. I guess I just want to bring Brock and Oba out to the ring separately. So cheers. I have no idea. Kind of seems really silly. We got a segment with I Showed Speed training with the Vision. I'm not sure why it was the weird Wyatt Six music. It was really an odd, weird segment. I don't really understand it, but good to see his training, I guess. We got Charlotte Flair, accompanied by, of course, Alexa Bliss, going up against Valkyria, of course, accompanied by Bayley. Great match. Valkyria does this great guillotine leg drop off the top rope. I really, really enjoyed that move. Charlotte Flair and Valkyria are incredible. It's great to see Charlotte just turning 40, out wrestling everybody. I mean, this woman can still be a main eventer, in my opinion, easily. And I know she's having a lot of fun with Alexa and the tag team stuff, and I'm having fun with it myself. That being said, Valkyria and Bayley, of course, cheat to win. I mean, aren't they supposed to be like the good guys? Guess not. I mean, all these people, kind of like Sami Zayn, which we'll talk about later, are so sanctimonious when they talk, but next thing you know, well, they're cheating to win. Valkyria gets the win over Charlotte Flair, probably the biggest win of her career. A great match either way. Solo says, the backstage Usos are embarrassment to the family, so now we're going to get an LA Knight Usos versus the MFT match. I guess so. Usos and they can get a practice in before WrestleMania, and the MFTs can just be not at WrestleMania. I mean, apparently they got a six-man tag match, street fight next week on SmackDown. Couldn't put that on the pre-show even. I mean, that'd be a great match for a big crowd. Anyway, I don't know. Stephanie Vaquer looking like a vampire this week. God, she's hot. Speaking of God, she's hot. We got Liv Morgan attacking her from behind. These two get into a huge brawl. Kathy Kelly takes a headshot because Liv attacked Valkyria from behind. Valkyr, Stephanie Valkyr from behind. There's a lot of V names. Head to head with poor old Kathy Kelly, who's down and out. But these two get into a hell of a fight. Liv Morgan went insane, lunatic mode. If Stephanie wasn't worried about Liv before this moment, she's worried about her now. Because you might think Liv is just a skinny blonde or whatever, but man, she's got some rage. That was an incredible, incredible passion she is showing for wanting to take down that. She is selling this match. I want to see it just from that segment. Check that segment out because the rage from Liv Morgan, I don't know if she's hungover from Coachella or if she's just flipping out, but her face was just I've never seen somebody so angry in a very long time. It was incredible. She lost it. Great segment. Check it out. So we got the Usos, LA Knight versus three MFTs. Pretty decent match. I guess Tama Tonga was missing from the MFTs earlier. I missed this. And he just kind of showed up and distracted the MFTs. And then the Usos and LA Knight get the win. So I guess there's dissension in the MFTs with Tama. I mean, I knew there was dissension. I just didn't realize he was missing earlier. I didn't really see that during Raw. But he just shows up. I'm confused. I didn't really understand the twist there. But anyway, then we got Gunter and Seth Rollins coming out to chat with each other. Well, punch each other in the face anyway. Oh, Seth Rollins got a good shot on Gunter, and he says, "Hey, that's your receipt from last week." He's gonna finish the job at WrestleMania. Gunter pretty much says the same thing. I'm really excited about this match. I know this is a out of nowhere, no build match just because these two guys don't have anybody to fight, so you want them on the card. I think this is going to be a sleeper. We're going to see a hell of a match from these two. Gunter and Seth Rollins, two completely different styles. Seth with the high fly fast. Gunter was very old school. I can't even call it. I kind of think Gunter's going to win this one, but I think there's going to be probably maybe some shenanigans, as there is quite often. So we got Io Sky versus Kairi Sane, probably the best match on the card. Fast pace. These two women can go. At the end, Jade comes down to try and stop Asuka from interfering. And then, not Jade, sorry, Rhea comes down to stop Asuka from interfering. And then Jade comes out after and beats up Rhea. Asuka interferes again. Kairi gets the win. Huge win for Kairi Sane. Too bad there was interference, but gosh, why aren't these women on the card? Now, I assume they'll be involved somehow. Io will probably come down with Rhea. I don't know if the Kabuki Warriors are maybe in a women's tag team. I'm just not sure. I don't think any of them are involved, and that is a shame. I mean, Io Sky is like the best wrestler in the card, and so is Asuka. And Kairi Sane is, I mean, they're all so excellent, so it's a shame that they're not on the card, but there's always next year, I guess. There's always Saudi Arabia, and now we got Brock signed earlier. Now we got Obafemi coming down to sign, so we get his, the Oba walk, the Oba, the Oba walk, the Oba, the Oba walk, the Oba. We got Oba coming down, and Paul Heyman comes down to address Obafemi. He is as over as I've seen anybody this early in their career on Raw or in wrestling. Paul Heyman says the same thing. You've risen faster than anybody since Brock Lesnar. Of course, he compares it all to Brock because, well, it's true. Making essentially main event status as quickly as you can possibly think. I think this match is just going to be just meat hitting meat. I don't think it'll be a long match, but I think it'll be a good match. These two big men are going to really get the crowd going with the first match of WrestleMania on Saturday. I heard ESPN specifically asked for that match to be part of their first hour, which is free if you're in the U.S. So check that out. First hour Saturday, we got Obafemi, we got Brock Lesnar. But the chant for Obafemi, I mean, this guy is about as over as he can be. Of course, Paul says Brock's going to conquer him, and when he's trying to rebuild his career after he's been beaten by Brock, Paul Heyman's door is always open. Of course, Paul Heyman always looking for another coattail to ride to get his family fed. So that's incredible. But, Obafemi does a great promo. Very Wakanda-esque, very Black Panther-esque. I love his accent. This guy could talk. I can't wait for this match. So we have the oddest match out of all the matches. We got Rusev and JD McDonald against Dragon Lee and Javon Evans. Now, I know all these guys are in the Intercontinental title match, so that was the reason for the odd pairing. Little preview. Really good match, actually. Rusev just clubbing people and everybody just flipping around. And then Rusev, end of the match. I don't even remember who wins. I think I don't remember. All I know is at the end of the match, Rusev starts destroying everybody. I'm pretty sure Javon Evans won, but Rusev starts destroying everybody, destroys everybody in the tag team match, including his partner. Here comes Ray running down to try and save the day. Ray also gets his head kicked off by Rusev. Here comes Penta to save the day. Penta gets his head kicked off by Rusev. Rusev goes around the ring and kicks everybody's head off. This is Rusev. This is how Rusev should be. This was a beautiful showing of Rusev. I mean, he has not been in the spotlight enough, and he found a way to make himself the center of attention, and I love it. Love it, love it. I'm going for Rusev in this match. I hope he wins. I don't know if he will, but I hope he wins. And then we got the main event. Not very much happened here. A lot of commercials, a lot of talking, a lot of setting up, and we got the main event, which is CM Punk and OTC. Roman Reigns chatting with each other. I like to call this the I Hate segment because it was just Punk talking about how much he hates he hates Roman because he envies him, and the fact that his dream was handed to Roman. He hates the fact that he was champion for 1,316 days. He hates the fact he knows how hard Roman worked to make that happen. And then Roman came back with reasons why he hates Phil, as Roman likes to call him. But he did say that was the most truthful thing he's ever seen CM Punk ever say. Great back and forth. I've never seen a series of promos sell a match so well. These CM Punk Roman Reigns promos. I mean, CM Punk's doing a lot of heavy lifting, but A lot of people don't realize the nuance that Roman's putting in this stuff as well, and he's doing some really great probably the best stuff of his career, promo wise. Roman Reigns is doing. I mean, CM Punk is just always the best at promos. There's no topping him. I don't think he really reminds me of like a Mick Foley. You really feel the whatever he's talking about, whether it's hate, love, whatever. I mean, you really feel it when CM Punk's talking that he is talking directly from his heart. This might be one of the best matches. I mean, in my opinion, one of the greatest WrestleMania matches was Philadelphia, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. I'm really excited for this one. Really excited. I don't know if Punk's gonna pull it off. I'm a Punk guy, but I'm also OTC guy. So I don't know who's going to pull it off. Punk looks so tired. He looks like he needs a break, but I'd love to just see him continue with his title reign. We'll see what happens, though. I really don't know. And with Roman Reigns kind of being part time a little bit, you know, it's really hard to kick off that ring rust unless you're wrestling on a regular basis. So unless he is doing that somewhere, he's at a disadvantage because Punk is a fighting champion. So yeah, this is basically just a setup Raw. This Raw was just a setup for WrestleMania, and that's how Raws always are before WrestleMania. We'll see how this week's SmackDown is, which I'll be watching and posting about. I'm going to try and do it the same night so I can get it out of the way. But hey, make sure you like and subscribe. If you like what I'm saying, great. Handsome Nick Hanlon here. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you're wrong. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell people about it. If you think I'm wrong, tell me why you think I'm wrong so I can tell you why you're wrong. Go WrestleMania week!